Some behaviors may seem normal, but are actually signs of deep psychological distress. 1. Disaster movie. Mind. You forgot to attach a file in an email. Your brain says, career's over, reputation ruined, finances doomed. A message goes unanswered for 15 minutes. Brain. They're mad. They'll cut me off. I'll die alone in a silent room. This is catastrophic thinking, a mental reflex where small things turn into national emergencies. You speak too loudly in a meeting. The brain rolls the scene. HR summons you. You sign papers, walk out, and everyone pretends they never met you. Psychologically, it's a cognitive distortion. The part of the brain in charge, the amygdala, its job is to detect danger. Like when a car speeds at you in traffic. Now it panics over a weird tone in a text. Catastrophic thinking is common in anxiety, PTSD, or jobs where mistakes are treated like crimes. In Japan and Korea, it's not a disorder. It's called doing your job right. In the US, it shows up as insomnia, stomach ulcers, and espresso shots after midnight. People think they're being careful. What they're doing is preparing for disasters that don't happen. Studies say 91% of worst-case scenarios never come true. But the brain doesn't care about stats. It only cares about what could destroy you. Someone once wrote their will because they sent a sad emoji in an email to their director. Next day, they went to work like nothing happened. The only difference was they'd picked their funeral playlist. Second rejection. Panic button. You send a message. 3 minutes pass. Still no reply. Brain. Something's wrong. They're mad. They hate you. It's over. This is Rejection Sensitivity Dysphoria. RSD for short. Every silence feels like social exile. A friend doesn't smile back. A message just says, okay. A thanks without a period. All decoded as, you're not wanted. RSD isn't sadness. It's a defense system in fire alarm mode. You don't react to what happened. You react to what the brain invented. Neurologically, the insula and anterior cingulate cortex go into overdrive. Your brain treats feedback like someone slammed a door in your face. Even if the feedback was, just double check next time. Around 80% of adults with ADHD deal with RSD. Instead of help, they get called dramatic, unprofessional, attention-seeking. Some quit jobs over an email with no exclamation mark. Some block everyone over a K. Not because they're angry, because they thought you rejected them first, even if you said nothing at all. 3. Compulsive body habits. You bite your nails until there's nothing left. You pull out your hair in meetings. You scratch a spot until it bleeds. Not because you want to, because you can't stop. Your body acts like it got urgent orders from the deep brain, a compulsion to fix something that was never broken. Afterward comes relief, then pain, then shame. These are BFRBS, body-focused repetitive behaviors. Involuntary habits that target yourself, not bad habits. Neurological symptoms. Linked to OCD, affects 5% of people. Only 2% know what it is. Dopamine misfires. Serotonin underdelivers. The brain vents pressure by doing small, regular damage. Outsiders call it gross, weak, self-inflicted. They don't see the rest. It feels worse not to do it. Some scratch until the tendons show. Still don't stop. Some pluck every hair before bed. Not for fun. Just so the brain shuts up. 4. Trapped by rituals. You turn the doorknob 3 times before leaving, even though you locked it already. You check the stove before bed. Then again at 3 a.m. You line up towels by color. If not, something feels wrong all day. You wash your hands until skin peels, not because of germs, because it's the only way to feel safe. This is OCD, not just being tidy. The brain treats small risks like life threats. The orbitofrontal cortex acts like a fire alarm with no off switch. Each ritual is a deal with fear. Do it, and you're safe for 5 minutes. Then it starts again. To others, it's quirky. To you, it's survival. Some check the stove 70 times, not because they forget, because it didn't feel certain. Some wash their hands raw, not because they're dirty, just because they thought about dirt. It starts as fear of mistakes, then fear of not feeling done. You know it's irrational. Stopping feels worse. 5. When joy disappears. You eat your favorite food. Your mouth moves. Nothing happens. You play that old playlist. It sounds like someone else's laundry. You have a free day. No work. No people. You feel nothing. Not sadness. Not laziness. Not burnout. This is anhedonia. The inability to feel pleasure. The body runs. The reward system doesn't. Like flipping light switches in a house with no wires. What once felt good is now just a task. Eat, sleep, talk. All on autopilot. A major symptom of depression. Also found in anxiety, schizophrenia, Parkinson's. Tied to the mesolimbic dopamine system, the part that decides if joy is worth it. When it shuts down, everything feels equally pointless. People call you cold, distant, boring. In truth, you've been cut off from feeling. Not by choice, just because the brain forgot what matters. 40% with anhedonia don't know they have it. They think they're just tired. Some get divorced, not from conflict, from nothing. No joy, no grief, no regret. Then life goes on, as if nothing happened. Because for them, it didn't. 6. The reassurance trap. You text your best friend, "Did I mess up?" They say, "No." 2 minutes later, you ask again. 3 minutes later, same question. But now, with a sad emoji. Repeat 17 times. People think you want answers. What you want is safety. This is excessive reassurance seeking, an addiction. Not to facts, to comfort. Your brain gets the answer but throws it out. Not 100% certain? Then it doesn't count. So it asks again, and again. Like checking a locked door, then checking it again, and again. The more reassurance you get, the less you can self-validate. Like any addiction, the dose keeps growing. This lives on the OCD spectrum, especially in the cingulate gyrus, the brain's conflict manager. Behaviorally, it's a ritual. Repeat, to atone. Even if there's no crime, people call you clingy, needy, annoying. In reality, you're terrified of abandonment, and all you know to say is, "Am I okay?" Some send 300 messages a day, all with the same question. Some confess to crimes just to hear, "You're fine." And for a few minutes after that, they believe it. 7. Frozen by choices. You stand in the cereal aisle. 2 boxes look the same. 10 minutes pass. You haven't moved. Others think you're comparing labels. You're just waiting for the brain to say, "Okay." But the signal never comes. This is decision paralysis. The brain can't handle the risk of being wrong, even if it's just breakfast. Every choice feels like Judgment Day. Pick the wrong cereal? Then what else in life will you fail at? The more you think, the worse it gets. And if you stall long enough, the body decides. Walk away. This hits the prefrontal cortex, the brain's decision center. It crashes when there's too much to consider. Consumer culture turned shopping into psychological warfare. Some stay at the same job for 20 years, not because they love it, because they can't decide what else to do. Some cancel flights because they can't pick a hotel, then blame the weather. Not choosing is still a choice, just not one that moves you forward. Research says people with fewer options need less therapy.